Nicki Minaj has just made a bold move by publicly declaring her full support for Cardi B, all while taking shots at Offset in the process. Cardi B's divorce is shaping up to be one of the wildest celebrity breakups we've seen in a long time. Just when we thought things couldn't get more dramatic, especially after she shocked the world by announcing her pregnancy and divorce on the same day, Nicki Minaj decided to jump into the fray, making the situation even more explosive. Now, it's no secret that Nicki Minaj and Offset have a long-standing beef, separate from the ongoing feud she has with Cardi B. But it seems like Nicki saw this moment as the perfect opportunity to finally get her revenge on Offset. She didn't hold back, mercilessly dragging him and branding him as a gold digger. And what she revealed about Offset has everyone buzzing. She truly went in on him without pulling any punches. By now, it's common knowledge that Offset has been riding Cardi's coattails for quite some time. Let's face it, he hasn't been bringing in the same kind of money he did when Migos was at the height of their fame. When he and Cardi first got together, Migos was one of the biggest groups in the world, selling out arenas and raking in millions. After Takeoff's death and Offset's bitter break with Quavo, the group disbanded, and Offset's life has changed. Since the Migos breakup and Takeoff's passing, Offset has slowly faded into the background. The truth is, nobody was really paying attention to him anymore. But Cardi B, being the loyal partner she is, made sure that Offset continued to secure the bag. She essentially demanded that he get involved in her projects, ensuring that he remained financially stable despite his dwindling solo career. Nicki Minaj, however, wasn't about to let Offset off the hook so easily. Her recent comments suggest that she's been keeping a close eye on how things have been playing out between Cardi and Offset, and she's not impressed. By calling out Offset for allegedly relying on Cardi's success, Nicki has inserted herself into the narrative in a way that only she can, adding fuel to the already raging fire that is Cardi B's divorce. With Nicki now in the mix, this saga is far from over, and it's clear that the drama is just getting started. McDonald's deal, and then when the Baby Shark movie producers were only asking for her and their kids, she was like, nah, you gotta put my man in too. So yeah, Cardi was the one who put Offset on and got him the bag after everything went down, but even with that, he wasn't exactly smart with his money. According to an insider, Cardi made most of the money for the family. Cardi B is all about saving and investing wisely, while Offset has a reputation for wild spending. Despite both earning substantial amounts during their marriage, the majority of their current wealth belongs to Cardi, about 95%, to be exact. It's not just cash either. Cardi has secured significant assets, including real estate. They own a home in Atlanta where Cardi and the kids live, as well as a house in New Jersey where Cardi's mother resides. Cardi is holding on to both properties, and without her money, Offset wouldn't have these homes. Offset's financial situation isn't as glamorous as he likes to portray. He spends money recklessly, even though he's not as hot in the music industry as he once was. Without Cardi, it's uncertain how he'll maintain his lifestyle. Offset doesn't just live beyond his means, he's also deeply in debt to the IRS. Shortly after Cardi left him, Offset was hit with a massive tax lien of $1.6 million. But that wasn't the only one. Another lien for $32,988 followed. And while Offset is dealing with these financial woes, guess who's loving every minute of it? Nicki Minaj. Nicki and Offset have never been on favorable terms, and while it initially started due to Nicki's beef with Cardi, the animosity between them soon took on a life of its own. The tension escalated last year when Offset and Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, got into a heated altercation that ended with Kenneth being placed on house arrest. The drama kicked off when a video surfaced showing Kenneth and his crew posted outside, openly calling out Offset and threatening to jump him if they ever caught him outside. Nicki doesn't take threats to her men lightly, and this feud only deepened the rift between her and Offset. Now, as Offset's financial troubles come to light, Nicki seems to be enjoying his downfall. With Cardi controlling most of their assets and Offset's debts piling up, it's becoming clear that his life without Cardi may be far from the flashy image he once portrayed.
Get fucking money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
What's that, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know niggas. They said you don't know niggas.
We're on that vacation.
Yeah.
We're planning your funeral, pussy.
Yeah.
All the way to the street, nigga. Everything, nigga. Let's play. Let's play.
It was obvious that Nicki got caught up in the chaos as well. The heat was so intense that Kenneth had to spill some tea himself, sending private messages to offset their argument about hanging out the dirty laundry. It's a hot mess when you pull something like this on any day, but when you do it while you're on probation and at such an advanced age, that's just next level dumb, folks. Kenneth is requesting that he pull over and tell him where he is, adding that it is the job of elderly men and women without money for war, and that he should not write about him since he is a gangster and lives in Charlotte. "I'm outdoors heavy, and I ain't hiding from any guy, certainly not a rap man," Kenneth said. "You guys are too old and shouldn't be outside. You can think what you want, but you broke, and I'm not far from catching you already. I'm not going to say anything else to you online." Then, "I'm outside, gangster, shut the fuck up, man. You ain't even getting any, get back for them guys killing your people." Offset and Kenneth said, "I'm not hiding my man, lying yourself. Take a step back and say, get some money." Kenneth then delivered a punch below the belt when he brought up Takeoff's murder, saying, "Use them money to get the men that killed your partner, that's gangsta." This broke the shame between the two men who are living off of women. But anyways, Offset continued goofiness. "You men ain't standing on no business or money you broke." "I can tell, goofy man." It turns out that Nicki was quite resentful of him for breaking her men's confidence, which explains why she is making fun of him now that he has been revealed to be broke and living a fake lifestyle. But anyways, Kenneth and his crew really decided to test Offset's ganga, and actually pulled up. Now we have no clue what sparked Offset to slide into Ken's DMs out of the nowhere, or why things were so heated. The word on the streets is that something went down at the BMAs that caused some stirring in the pot. Makes sense though, cause Offset coming. Kenneth Petty's decision to post a video where he threatened Offset to come outside might have seemed like a bold move, but it turned out to be a colossal mistake. The video quickly went viral, and what followed was a wave of trouble that landed him in serious hot water with the parole board. According to legal documents, Kenneth's actions recording a video while making threatening remarks toward a specific individual were deemed a violation of his parole, especially since he was in the company of someone with a criminal record at the time. This was more than just a slap on the wrist. The parole board took this breach seriously, and Kenneth found himself confined to his home under house arrest for 4 long months. The legal documents outlined that Kenneth's behavior warranted closer monitoring. The parole officer recommended his placement in the location monitoring program, which would restrict his movements and serve as a sanction for his non-compliance. The goal was also to encourage him to reflect on his actions and reconsider his role in the community. Essentially, they put Kenneth on a strict timeout, making it clear that his reckless behavior wouldn't be tolerated. The court documents further detailed that Kenneth was to participate in a home detention program for up to 120 days, with electronic monitoring and GPS tracking. The irony of the situation was glaring. Kenneth had been out here bragging about being strapped, but now he found himself strapped with an ankle monitor instead. His audacity to break parole and then flaunt it online for everyone to see was not just foolish but outright reckless. Unsurprisingly, he got busted, and the internet wasted no time in dragging him for IT. Amid this mess, Nicki Minaj, Kenneth's wife, stepped in to defend her man, but not without stirring up more controversy. She claimed that Offset had been making false reports to the Police and Child Protective Services (CPS) about her family, which resulted in cops showing up at her home with guns drawn. Nicki didn't hold back in expressing her frustration and anger over the situation. She took to social media to vent, writing, "2 times my home was surrounded by large guns. This person wanted a family with a 2-year-old to be shot at, yet nothing on any blog. The same person made a false claim to CPS." Nicki's post was laced with accusations and insinuations, suggesting that Offset had snitches in high places within the music industry trying to sabotage her. She added, "You don't want to win, but realize they can't stop you because God's anointing in my life is very real. Funny how this person hasn't been found, mentioned, or arrested." Her words were pointed, and she didn't stop there. She continued, "You can't call the cops every time you flop. Just saying. And a child who's done nothing to anyone but bring joy, you're going to get the brakes beaten off of you." Nicki's fierce defense of Kenneth, coupled with her accusations against Offset, only fueled the drama further. The situation had already escalated beyond just a beef between rappers. It had now crossed into personal territory with serious implications. As the internet buzzed with reactions, it became clear that this feud was far from over, with both sides seemingly willing to push the boundaries even further. Picture try to stop VMAs, what I do I stepped on them, best dressed according to Vogue, body smoking. So yeah, Nicki and Offset have had their own little feud brewing for a while, separate from her beef with Cardi, of course, and honestly it looks like she's got more smoke for him than she does for Cardi, because it looks like she's been riding hard. Fans quickly picked up on the undertones, interpreting these remarks as Minaj's way of taking a dig at Offset and potentially Cardi B's turmoil. This ongoing tension between the two female rappers added another layer of complexity to the public narrative surrounding Cardi B and Offset's divorce. As the situation developed, it became evident that Nicki Minaj's feelings about Offset were far from neutral. Her online activity suggested that she was still deeply invested in the fallout from the breakup, with many speculating that she was using the opportunity to highlight her grievances and underscore her own position. Minaj's apparent satisfaction with offsetting the spotlight on Offset only fueled the fire of public intrigue. On the other hand, Offset's financial struggles have become a focal point in the ongoing drama. Reports indicate that Offset is grappling with significant financial pressures, allegedly scrambling to raise enough money to address his debts and avoid further embarrassment. The situation has become increasingly dire, with Offset reportedly attempting to manipulate public perception to downplay his financial woes. However, his efforts to control the narrative have been met with skepticism, especially as the true extent of his financial difficulties becomes more apparent. Offset's attempts to spin the story in his favor have not gone unnoticed. Observers have pointed out that his public statements about his wealth and financial status have been inconsistent, leading to growing doubts about his financial stability. The revelation that Offset may not be as financially secure as he had claimed has only intensified public scrutiny and criticism. In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on how Offset navigates these challenges. The ongoing saga of Cardi B and Offset's divorce, coupled with the external pressures from Nicki Minaj and Offset's financial troubles, is sure to keep fans and media engaged. The drama surrounding their relationship and the financial implications of Offset's situation will likely dominate headlines, shaping the narrative in unpredictable ways. As Cardi B continues to navigate her post-divorce life and Offset struggles with his financial and personal issues. The public's fascination with their story is bound to persist. The intertwined dynamics of celebrity drama, financial difficulties, and personal relationships make for a compelling and ever-evolving narrative, with each development adding new layers to the story. Fans and observers will be watching closely to see how these high-profile figures manage the fallout from their turbulent relationship and the broader implications for their public personas. Her and now all their funds are attached to each other. Oh, Offset is the player for real. I really feel like Offset was staying with Cardi because he's broke. I don't feel like he actually liked that girl, and Offset ain't got no money for real. Without Cardi shaking my head, karma is going to eat him up. But I got to know what y'all feel about this. Do you really think that Nicki is out here clowning Offset like that? And do you really think that Cardi is going to divorce that man? Leave a comment below with your ideas. And then watch this following video.